But be sure to slather on the sunscreen and stay hydrated, right, Rachel?
Absolutely, especially since we're only getting hotter from here. We made it to 93 degrees last Friday, and that's been the hottest we've made it so far. I think we beat that several days in a row, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and into next week. Look at your screen. There's your forecast high temperatures. We're going to be in the mid, if not mid to upper 90s for the second half of our 7-day forecast, and that doesn't even factor in the humidity, which is something I explain in a little bit more detail later on today on WBTV News. So check back in for some updates there. But we do have some rain chances as well. Second half of the 7-day forecast, we're going to stay dry the rest of the week, even into the first half of the weekend, and then some scattered showers and storms start to move back in. But let's factor in the humidity. It is going to be so humid, muggy, steamy. Any of those words I think would suffice, and that's what's going to make those feels like temperatures feel a little bit closer to that 100-degree mark. Not quite heat advisory criteria, but getting closer and closer. Also explaining what that is later on tonight on WBTV. We've got this ridge of high pressure that is setting up shop not only locally but regionally. We do have heat alerts in place out towards Pennsylvania and Ohio. We just don't have them at home just yet, but it is certainly hot out there and it's humid. We've got Matthews seeing some of the cloud cover out there, and even still these temperatures are lifting pretty quickly. You've got some of those clouds as you take this live view from uptown Charlotte, where temperatures are in the low 80s for now. We're at 82 in Charlotte, Concord, 81 in Rock Hill, 82 in Gastonia, 81 in Monroe, and Boone, you're checking in the mid 70s as expected. We're going to lift into the upper 80s to around that 90-degree mark as we get towards 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then driving home from work, we'll actually see a little bit more sunshine than what we're seeing right now. And temperatures will stay in the 80s for any of those early evening plans. Really won't be until tomorrow morning. As you're tuning back in, we've got meteorologist Eric Garlick, who's going to be in for Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin, and we're going to be waking up to those mid to upper 60s. Heading out the door back into the upper 80s by the afternoon hours. So I think tomorrow could be a degree or two cooler than where we are today. You'll not notice it. It'll still be hot and humid out there, and certainly that's going to be the case through the rest of the week. We're dry. We're just seeing some clouds, but I want to zoom us out a little bit and show you some perspective. The National Hurricane Center is watching 2 areas for potential tropical development going forward within the next 7 days. We've got this area to the south and east of the South Carolina coastline, and it's going to be possible that we get a low to develop as we head towards the weekend, and it will try to move west. I don't think it impacts us. If anything, maybe some added moisture for some shower storm chances into the weekend, but that's a non-concern. Another area, not a concern for us, but we do have potential tropical cyclone 1. Latest update in from the National Hurricane Center has maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, and it looks like within the next 24 hours leading into Wednesday, more likely we see the first tropical storm of the season. So we'll be watching that. It's going to be moving westward. Non-impacts for us, but I do want to show you our 7-day forecast when those rain chances move back in Sunday and Monday of next week. In the meantime, hot and humid, and then eventually abnormally hot and humid for the weekend ahead.